Good afternoon. Welcome. Let me just go ahead and welcome you to today. Let me get that wheel going. I think I'm live in the right group. But welcome. Today is Sunday, April the 18th, and my name is Barbara Ragsdale. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am here live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in order to show you how to use your Stampin' Up products for your handmade cards, your home decor items, any projects you're working on. When you jump on, hey Darla, say hello. Darla says howdy. Howdy from, you're in Granbury, right Darla? I think you are. I have a hangnail. Well, I had one, but something happened last night and that piece of skin just ripped off, and now that hurts. It really hurts my finger. But thank you for joining me, Darla. Happy Sunday from sunny San Antonio, Texas. So I'm glad you all could spend your Sunday afternoon with me. Let's go ahead and let's see. If you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, if you're watching me for the first time, welcome. If you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, we're a paper crafting company, and we have lots and lots of different products that cater to all different levels of crafters. So if you need help with color coordination, or you might be a little overwhelmed as far as our catalog. Sorry you guys, I have something in my eye. Probably a fuzzy from something. But if you need help with trying to figure out where to start, that's what we're here for. So we have lots of, like I said, we have lots of various products, and depending on where you want to start, we can help you with that. And then we can help you also understand how to use your products and then how to be creative. So last week was a little different because I was at retreat. Sorry, I do have something in my eye. So I came live from retreat, and it's just always a little awkward because I'm always, the last two times I was in the kitchen, and I didn't have my normal setup. So I have to make sure when I go in there, I'm like completely ready to go. And clearly I was missing a few things and was outside of my element. It probably is kitty fuzz. I wasn't feeding the kittens. Every now and then though, when I finally figure out what it is, it's like a really thin piece of cotton, probably from my shirt or something I was doing. It's laundry day, so who knows what's brewing up in the air around here with lint and whatnot. But anyway, welcome. When you come on, make sure you say hello. Today we're going to be doing the other half of the monthly online ordering special because, oh my goodness, I should have done this like at the beginning of the month. Hey Stella. But I was so busy preparing last minute things for that retreat that I was at last weekend. So but we're going to go ahead and wrap up the monthly online ordering special so I can show you what the other two cards are. And every single week on my 3 p.m. Sunday lives, when the projects that I do, those are what I give away as prizes. So we're going to be doing a drawing shortly for the cards that I did last weekend. And then we're going to be doing the other two cards today. And then, because I should have gone ahead and done done these cards like earlier, like the last couple of weeks, I'm gonna go ahead and do another drawing when we're done for this set of cards. Because in my mind, I think I have to catch up. I don't know. That's probably not right, but in my mind, I'm like, I should have already given away all 4 of these cards. So, anyway. Well, welcome. When you come on, make sure you say hello. Let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around and pointed down so that we can get started. Just going to show you guys the April online host code that coordinates with the online ordering special. And what that is when you purchase $25 or more directly on my website and you use this host code, you're going to get a kit in order to make all 4 of the cards. And I'll show you 2 of the cards. These are the 2 that we did last week. So you've got this one. We're focusing on Mother's Day because Mother's Day is next month, you guys. And then when you open it, you've got your Mother's Day message on the inside. So there's that card. There's this card. Now when you get your kits, your free kit in the mail, everything is already die cut for you. Your paper is cut for you. Anything that needs to be punched. There's no punches in this one. It's mainly die cuts. But you do need to have the stamp so that you can actually stamp. So you need your stamps and your inks, but everything else in your kit is provided for you. And then today we're going to do the other 2 cards that complete the kit. So if while you're watching today you see anything that you would like to purchase, this is where you can go to my online store, and when you use that host code, as long as your order's $25 or more, that'll get you the free kit in the mail for the month of April. And it changes every single month. So next month is most likely. So let's go ahead and give these away while I've got the wheel here. And if you're wondering how you can get on the wheel, when you like, comment, and share my videos, that gets you on the wheel. Now when you share, you get on the wheel twice. So you get an extra. All right, you guys. It's already starting to interfere with the internet here, so it just knocked me out briefly. So let's go ahead and do a drawing. But like I said, when you share, you get 2 entries onto the wheel. So hopefully this won't continue to happen. So I'm going to try to get through this really, really quick. This was happening to me Wednesday night, and I stopped talking when I noticed that it froze, and so I waited to come on until it reconnected. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, y'all cross your fingers, that it does not like completely go out on me. So let's go ahead and do a drawing to give away the 2 cards that I did last week. And then we'll do another drawing at the end of the video for the cards that I'm doing today. That way I can get all 4 of these cards out in tomorrow's mail. Denise Mendez. I know Denise was watching last week, and so Denise, I don't know if you're on just yet, but if you're watching the replay, congratulations. You won the 2 cards from last week. So the ones that I did while I was at the retreat, you won those. And you've won before, so I have your mailing address, and I'll make sure I get your cards out in the mail tomorrow. Let me write her name down over here so I don't forget. And then really quickly, when you join my email list, you will also get a free PDF tutorial, but I'm also giving away the new annual catalog that is effective May the 4th. So if you don't already have a demonstrator, and that you don't already have one of the new annual catalogs, I can't show you anything on the inside, but this is the new annual catalog. It doesn't come bound or anything like that. I wouldn't have had that done to make it a little easier to flip through, but you'll also get a complimentary copy of the new annual catalog. And if you're an active demonstrator, I have a different little special gift for you in lieu of a catalog, because I know that you get catalogs. Okay, and then once I'm done with the video, I'll go update the description to include that link, or while you're watching, if you have a second device, you can always just scan that QR code, and that'll take you straight to my, sorry, something caught my attention. It'll take you straight to my list that you can complete so that I know where to send your catalog or your free goodie. Okay. And then another reminder is that we're in a new sign-up period for Paper Pumpkin. And this next month's Paper Pumpkin surrounds baseball. Little League, Big League, whatever you want to call it. You can enroll for your Paper Pumpkin subscription. It started April 11th and runs all the way through May 10th. And if you're like, what is she talking about? What is Paper Pumpkin? Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's monthly paper crafting subscription service. And every single month, the kit changes. And every single month, it's a different. For the Batter Up Paper Pumpkin kit next month, it's going to contain enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. It offers a All right, I know it froze. It offers a timeless throwback touch with classic colors, pinwheel and pinstripe patterns, and vintage washed paper pieces. And by the way, my Paper Pumpkin subscribers every single month will get a cutting of coordinating cardstock to go with their kit or to use for other projects that they're working on. So I'm sorry, you guys, about the whole freezing up. We might have to reset our, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But the next thing I want to talk to you about is I am going to be getting ready for hosting a product share event. I listed it yesterday. I sent the communications out yesterday. But if you're not familiar with product shares, it's going to be a sampling. There'll be a group of 3 to 4 people per group, and you basically share full packages of product, whether it's in all of the new designer series paper, the specialty papers, the ribbons, the twines, the trim, and then also accessories as well. So I have 3 different ones, and depending on which one you want to participate in, they're all priced differently. And then I also do have one where it's called the I Want It All share, and that'll give you a sampling of paper, ribbon, and accessories. And you can always scan that QR code, and that'll take you straight to the my Stampin' Up website that has all of the details. And then I'll also put the link in the description when I'm done with the video. Okay, and we are registering for it now. The invoices will be sent out April 27th, and then the deadline is going to be May 3rd, so that May 4th, when we're all ready to order from the new annual catalog, I can place orders for those shares and get them ready. And it's a quick turnaround. Within a week, I think it's May 12th is what I had listed, the shares will be back out in the mail to you. So that's a pretty good way of being able to sample a little bit of everything without breaking the bank and having to purchase full packages yourself. Okay, so all of the information was on my website, and like I said, I will list the link in the description when we're done. Okay, now the April online ordering special revolves around the Welcoming Window Bundle, which if you have your current January to June mini catalog, it's on page 58. Hi, Lisa. And good news is this bundle will be in the next catalog. So if you really like this, I chose this one because of the Mother's Day message on here. But I think it's a really, it's got good dyes with it. And you could almost make any color flowers you want to make with this as well. Now you can see from the cards, the ones that I did last week, I used, what is that? Soft Seafoam and Calypso Coral is what I used on those. And today we're going to be using a couple of other different ones. So let's go ahead and get started. We have this is the first one that we're going to be making. It looks really simple, and it is. This one is what we would call simple stamping, which is literally just inks, paper, and stamps. There's no dimension or anything to that. I wanted to show you that with this particular stamp set, that you can make a really beautiful card without all of the dies. Although, you have to admit, the dies really do. I'm going to get my bone folder out here. The dies really are cute. Okay, so we're just going to fold our base in half. Let me bring this back out a little bit more this way. I don't know why it looks like it's got a... Let me bring some more light down here. Hey, Bev. I think I folded that a little crooked. Oops. Let me try to fix that. It's off just a hair, not much. So when you go to fold your base, you want to make sure you're folding it exactly in half. That way when you burnish that edge there, it's at least straight. Okay, so now we have that piece. And then I do have a piece of Misty Moonlight. We're going to go ahead and put this down, because the other piece of basic white that I have cut, we're going to be stamping on that. So for this card, we are doing nothing but, oh, let's put this on our base. This is going to be a landscape card. So let's get this piece down. That way it's out of the way. And then we're going to be doing nothing but stamping on this little piece here. And from this card here, it's not the normal 1/4 inch. It's an 1/8 of an inch all the way around, because I wanted a little bit of that Misty Moonlight to show, but not like the full 1/4 inch that we normally show. Okay, so but with this card, I went ahead and stamped over. I didn't do any masking or anything like that, but on this one I want to show you how you can, I don't know if you can see that from there, but you can see that image is over this ledge, the flowers are over the pot. It doesn't look bad. To me, it really doesn't look bad. But there is a way to do all of that without overlapping your images. So when I do this card, that's what I'm going to show you. So let me bring this down a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing a little closer. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with the ledge. Okay, I'm going to use crumb cake for this ledge. And then I also die cut out this little small flower pot that's in that picture right there. I went ahead and die cut that out. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to put that little die cut out, and I used it on regular sheet of paper, so it's like super thin. Okay, I wanted it to be really thin, and then I took the ledge stamp and we're just going to ink it up. You'll see there's a method to my madness, but this is where it all starts. Okay, so I've got that little piece down, and then I'm going to take this ledge and stamp kind of over it right there. Try not to rock it there. Okay, so then now I have this little bitty groove, and I'm going to keep that because I think I'm going to end up using that later, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, yes, I am. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me put that back. That should have stayed there. But I am done with my crumb cake. So let me close crumb cake, and then let me bring over my Misty Moonlight. We're going to do the window. So I do want that piece to be back where it was. So let's do that. That's why that little bitty blue mark is running through that. Because now what I want to do is I want to stamp my window above that. So let's ink up this window, and I'm going to see if I can get right over this. I'm going to line this up. The great thing with photopolymer is that you can line things up and you can see exactly where you're going to be stamping. So now I have that little piece I'm just going to throw off to the side. And I'm not done with my Misty Moonlight because I have my little shutters over here. So we're going to stamp to the right. You can get as close as you can there. I think I stamped this way too high. I know I did, but that's okay. If it looks really bad, I will give away my sample card. But yeah, I think I did stamp that way too high there, you guys. Now that I look at that. And then I think I'm done. Yes, I'm done with Misty Moonlight. Let's do the flowers. Let me go ahead and do those flowers. Yeah, I stamped those way too high, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna do it. Let me get some flowers at the top of this, just so it looks like there's some greenery along the top. Yeah, I guess if I needed to on the other one, I could have measured how far I needed to go up, but that looks okay. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and do our little pot. So I have this little pot here, and we're gonna do that one in, we'll do it in Mary Merlot. I don't think that's what I had the other one in, but let's just do it in Mary Merlot. So now that we have our little ink, now that we have our little pot inked up, we can stamp it right here in this little blank area. So let me show you so you can line this up. And then now you have your pot like it's sitting on the ledge and your images aren't overlapping. And I think that, yeah, that's the only thing for Mary Merlot there. No, I gotta do more Mary Merlot for the brick, but we can do that afterwards. So let's go ahead and open up our garden green and stamp our little bouquet of flowers. And then that one would be fine if it overlapped a little bit, because I just want to show that in the window. Okay. And then I used, for the other flowers, I used Poppy Parade. I'm sorry, this is Melon Mambo. It's Melon Mambo. But I do have to make sure that I got the right flowers, because there's two different stamps, since there's two different little flower bunches. And then here you can tell where you need to line those up. There you go. And then, yeah, I'm done with that, because I want to put this sentiment in a different color. I used Mary Merlot for the brick. I stamped off, but that Mary Merlot and that Melon Mambo that close, I don't know, something doesn't look right about it. So I'm gonna stamp in, oh, let's stamp in Garden Green. Let's do that. And then we're gonna stamp the sentiment that says "Sending sunshine for a beautiful birthday." So we can make this a birthday card. Okay, and then just stamp it down here, bottom right-hand corner. And we're done. We're done with that. And then let me bring Mary Merlot back, and the little brick. There's a brick stamp as well. So let me clean that and just make sure. And we're gonna stamp off. So let's ink up our brick, stamp off, and then just randomly stamp brick. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure, I wasn't looking when it stopped, but I put a piece of cardstock over this panel right here so that it wouldn't overlap on the images. And I think I'm done. Am I done? I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Let's go ahead and put this down, because who knows how long this internet will continue to cooperate. Okay, and then we're just going to mat this on your piece of Misty Moonlight. It's not a very big edge around. It's just enough to give some color. But this is what you would call simple stamping. It's just stamps, ink, and paper. So that's the one that I did. And this is the one I just demonstrated. So I did it a little higher, but you can tell the card still looks cute. And then I stamped that just so it would stand out a little differently amongst the the little brick images and not look so washed out with that. So there you have it. That would be technically card number 3 for the monthly online ordering special. Okay, and now let's do the final card, which is this one. I was trying to use all of the dies in the set, so when I bring all of the cards back, I'll show you. But this is the next one that we're going to be doing, and I even decided to put some designer series paper. I have scraps of flowers for every season and used that on there. So we've got window curtains on this one. So here we are again. I've got everything already die cut. We're just going to be assembling this. And we've got our card base. Let me make sure I get that folded nice and even. Okay, and then I already tried on the sample that I did. I'm going to have to use glue on the back of this, because when you run, I don't know why, if I've ever mentioned this before, and this is probably one of the main reasons why when I've embossed something, that using the Seal Plus, it starts to tear the paper, because as you run your cardstock through your die cutting machine, you try to get this on, it breaks up the fibers a little bit. So when you go to put your seal on and you go to tugging it and pulling it and running it across, it wants to tear your paper even more. So this mat is with soft suede, and I've embossed it with the Brick 3D embossing folder. Okay, and then now let's build our window. Okay, so I have the window die. I also have a coordinating piece that can go behind that. We're going to do some trimming. And then I had a scrap paper of, I wanted to find a designer series paper that had some of that Misty Moonlight in it. And so I have this scrap from Flowers for Every Season. And I just took a couple of pieces because I want these 2 pieces to be the window curtains. Okay, so they're both the same size, but when I go to cut them, because I want mirror images of each other, I'm going to take one of the pieces and flip it over so that both of the same designer series papers are showing from the inside. And then I'm going to take my snips and I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to manually cut kind of my form to my curtains, and that way when you open them back up and you go put them in your die, it looks like the curtains are open a little bit. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do this. I am going to get some glue dots. Let me get my glue dots. And I'm trying to watch the screen too to make sure it doesn't go out. And if it goes out, I'll stop talking until it reconnects. But I'm going to put glue dots on the back of this to help hold everything together. So let's get a glue dot in the middle. There, yeah. And then let me put this down. So I'm just going to put these down with glue dots too. Try to make it real easy. So we get a glue dot there. I don't know if y'all can see that part that I'm working on. And then get a glue dot down here to help hold it down. I'm going to put these pieces on this piece right here. That way I can line that up. And then anything that's excess, once I put it together, then I will, I'll trim it with my snips. But this is how you can create this little window that looks like it's got some curtains on it. Okay, so let's get this piece on this side. Okay, so those 2 pieces are sticking there. And then I have glue dots in the middle of my frame, and I'm going to put my frame on top of all of that. line it up, and you can see there's extra on there. So at this point you can just follow along the top of your frame and cut all that excess off. And even on the side, if a little bit shows on the side, go ahead and trim that off. That's the good thing. You can use your die afterwards to help, you know, clean all that up. Okay, and I want this piece to actually lay directly on my piece of cardstock in the middle. So let's bring that back, and we'll just put that right here in the middle. And then I have two of these, what do they call these? Let me see if I can bring it up a little closer. Like these window shutters. I know y'all can see the grain in that, but the die will also not just die cut it out, but it'll help give you that wood grainy look. And we're gonna pop these up with dimensionals. So let me put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then we're gonna back these up. These look backwards, but with the window, if it was closing the window, it would, you know, it would close it like that. So when you put these on, you want to put them backwards like this. It gives the illusion that the shutters are opened on the window. Okay, so let's get dimensional on the back of these other ones. Peel those backings off. Bump it up against the other side of the window. And let's go ahead and put the ledge down as well. Now for the ledge, I just took a large dimensional and I cut it in half to get what I needed. Make sure I'm on the right side. Pull that off, it's stuck to my snips there. And then we're gonna put this one a little bit lower than normal. We're not gonna put it up against the window like that because I want to be able to put some flowers on it. Okay. And then I went ahead and stamped and die cut two of these floral bushes with the flowers, and I stamped in Misty Moonlight. I stamped the flowers on there in Misty Moonlight. And we're just going to put a dimensional, and that way it looks like it's a ledge of flowers. Make sure you're the right side. I saw it go out. I'm trying to hurry. Put a little glue on that. And then we're going to put these directly on the shutter. Just make sure they're somewhat straight. And you do have to pay attention to what side you're putting the glue on. You move that up a little bit. So I'm putting some glue on the smooth side. That way the little edge, the rough edge side shows. I don't want to put too much on the front, because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to see them right now if I tried to show you really up close. So let's get some glue here. I guess I'll get y'all's opinion about the inside. I started with the sentiment and then ended up adding more images to it, and I think I just went overboard. I was like, oh gosh, this looks like a hot mess now, so let me get a consensus of those watching, because this is going to end up being somebody's card in a prize. Okay, and then we'll put this other one on right here. Did I get it all on there? Yeah, I did. Okay, so there is the outside of the card. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now y'all, don't laugh. Don't laugh. But, okay, here we go. I think I did too much. So I think what I'm going to do is just the Happy Mother's Day message on this one. I think I just did too much. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the Happy Mother's Day message in Garden Green. Make sure I don't got to clean that. No, I don't. So we're just going to stamp Happy Mother's Day on the inside. And then I left a little bit of room so that I could stamp. Let's stamp in Mary Merlot the little pot, the little terracotta pot, kind of like the other card that I did. And then, I don't know why I closed Garden Green, because I need it. Where's my other one? This one. Let's do this one. Let's put that on top. And then let me make sure I got the right flower, which is that one. I need to clean that. We're going to do this one in Misty Moonlight, so it matches the front. Okay, and then just line those up. Okay, close this, because I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it nice and simple like that instead of the one that I did, because I was like, okay, I don't know what I was doing, but that was overkill. Okay, so let me move all these over, and let me bring this up a little bit so that I can show you all of the cards at one time. So let's go with, there's card number 4. There's card number 3. Hashtag simple stamping. That one's totally simple stamping. Goodness. Okay. Hi, Marlene. I'm glad y'all are still with me. I'm not sure where exactly it cut out, but this is card number 4 that I did today. This is card number 3, hashtag simple stamping. This card number 3 is literally just stamps, inks, and paper. There's no dies on it. That way you can see that even with the stamp set, you can still make a pretty cute card. The dies are fun though. And then this is card number 2 that I did it from retreat last weekend. And then this is card number 1, which card number 1, let me bring it up a little closer. If you can see that little shine, there's a window sheet in there just to give it a little shine for the window. And on the inside of that one, the Mother's Day message is on that one. So this is the April monthly online ordering special kit, the free kit in the mail. So when you place your order of $25 or more on my website, you're going to get a free kit with everything cut and die cut and ready to go for you. You will need the bundle so that you can complete the stamping, but as much that can be die cut and will die cut for you will be done for you. So I hope you guys I finally finished the cards. So this next month I'll be a little bit more on schedule, since I'm not doing any retreats or any major events next month. But enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoons. Thank you for joining me live. If you're watching me right now and you see a live in one of these top left or right parts of the screen, that means you're watching me Facebook Live. And if you don't see that, that means you're probably watching me on the replay, or you're watching me on my YouTube channel. And I do want to thank you if you're watching me on YouTube, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Let me go ahead and I'm going to open up the wheel again. That way I can give those away, and then next week, in my mind, I think I'll be caught up. I think. Okay. Well, I guess Denise was just meant to have all 4 of these cards. I don't know if it showed before it froze on you guys, but the second drawing went also to Denise. Denise won the first drawing, and Denise won the second drawing. So, wow. Wow, Denise. Well, congratulations. Now I can put all 4 cards in the mail to you. And then now you have 4 cards for next week. So actually next month for your Mother's Day, to give out for Mother's Day. So congratulations, and thank you again for watching me. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday afternoons. And if you'd like to join me Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be back live for page 2 of the next scrapbook page layout. So if you enjoy making scrapbook pages and want to learn how to use Stampin' Up! Products to make your layouts, come join me Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So thank you, ladies, and we will see you later. Bye.